Oh,
Help.
shit. Who? Ha! Here he is. Bam! Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, everybody. Boom, 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 boom. Savage.
AF.
Savage. Yo, what's up? Savage AF.
Savage AF is the name of the show. That's the name
That's
of
the name of the show right there. This is Shang, and you know who
Black
that
Pedro.
is.
I'm Black Pedro. You know this.
All right, you know who that is.
We're here for you Monday through Friday live on YouTube and MetaFace World Book, whatever it's called.
MetaFace World Mode.
Whatever it is. We're here for you live Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays. Typically, we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday through Thursday. Typically, we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I already saw somebody trying to clown us, Shane. Lady Hazel May was like, I wonder if they used to be late to class in high school. Me? Never.
Me?
And I'm going to tell you this.
Yes.
I went to the largest public high school in Detroit. It was 8 stories. My freshman year, I had to go from the pool in the basement. My first class, first hour. My second hour of class was on the 6th floor. Mathematics, y'all. Algebra. Nigga was hustling up them stairs. All right, after swimming. All right, so don't question me. I'm always on time for class, goddammit. But sometimes when you're the teacher, you show up when the fuck you want to.
Yeah, exactly. And you know
Savage
what?
AF is a class. Welcome to your education.
And welcome to the class. And welcome to the class. And if we late, you can kiss that ass. That's what a lot of teachers would say to do, at least in Detroit. My teachers were very nice and kind. And even if I was late, they embraced me because I was a top student. But I also was a violent student. So I didn't know how I balanced intellect with
pretty sure one of my teachers kept vodka in her coffee mug.
Yeah.
Coffee in quotation marks, but air quotes. You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF. If you don't catch us live on YouTube or Meta World Facebooky place,
yes,
just know that we are archived on our YouTube channel. YouTube.com.
Wait a minute.
YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, youtube.com.
I didn't know what he just said just now, but
y'all know what I'm talking about. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. youtube.com/C/Savage World. It's all good. It's all good. Right. So we're there. When you get there, it's some shit they need to do, right, Shane?
Yeah. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And don't just subscribe. I mean, if people forget to subscribe without hitting that like button, hit the like button. And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. You know what it is. We got the podcast version of the show, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
Yeah.
On SoundCloud. And also make sure you follow us on the social media platforms that seem to matter more than if you are a good person or not.
Than talent.
At Black Pedro, bam, boom. Follow him on the gram and follow me at Comedian Shang on the gram. Oh, gram.
Bam.
Kenny Graham for me now.
Graham bam, thank you, ma'am.
There you go. Make sure you do that.
Speaking of thank you, ma'am. Thank you to all y'all who have joined us tonight. Nicole H, Lady Hazel May, Nicole Sadler as well. We got 2 Nicoles in the house. Last Nicole standing. Allegedly Miss Adverb, but we'll find out. Breezy JJ's. Who else we got in here? Christina Brown's down. Stacy P is in town.
Yeah.
Oh, what else is going around? Z-Nat. Well, we got a ladies' night tonight.
Hold up. You know what? One of the ladies apparently was offended by Pedro.
No, specific? No.
Negro,
she sent the message to you. Okay.
But
I was a side note. Nigga, I was a side note.
It was both of us. All right. It was
she sent it to you.
She is no longer a subscriber to the show. She said bye and fuck y'all.
She tried to body shame me. She got personal. Like, nigga, it was against you, dog.
Yeah, it
I
was
was a
not
side
against
note.
me. It wasn't
You
against
did
me.
something. You did
No,
something.
it was both of us talking about her kids.
I'm the innocent one.
She said she had all of her brothers were perfect and raised right, and
her grandparents had raised her
raised them
kids.
all right, and
Nobody ever did
let me tell you
anything
something.
wrong.
Nobody ever did anything wrong, and I said you could raise your kids perfectly, and they still could turn up to be fucking on a
all I said was, you can't narrow your judgment of the world down to your family or your personal experiences, right? Like, sure, which doesn't mean they don't mean anything, but she was like, my grandparents had 6 kids and none of them did anything wrong. I was like, okay.
Okay, and the other thing was she felt
Pam
that
Knox, I see you, San Diego.
we were jumping her, we were piling on her, we were being mean. And I want to say this clearly. I think you know the name of the fucking show. I think it's Fuck Your Feelings. Facts Matter.
Breezy JJ's is asking the right question. I'm not even gonna say it out loud.
Okay,
I see a new name, and I always like to welcome those just to see who you are. But Angel Gilreath, the ladies are in the building, so y'all hold this up. Y'all the foundation. Good to see you in here. Thank you.
So anybody that we offended with the facts, and the facts are, you can't say that every child, no matter how well they're raised, is going to turn out right. They're not. That's just not a fact. So I don't feel bad about it. Pedro shouldn't feel bad about it, and we're going to lose some people on the way to infamy, or should I say, fame?
Whatever. Either way,
Nicole Sadler, she's new. She said, "I'm new too." Ooh.
Nicole, girl, I've seen you here before. Stop playing.
Nicole,
stop playing.
What up?
Acting
Nicole?
Brand new on us, but we always welcome back Nicole Sadler.
There you go.
One of our 2 Nicoles. We got a Nicole H and Nicole.
You know
Sadler.
what?
We love them.
Nicole, Helmo loves you and will always love you.
Welcome to the hotspot. Yeah. All right, man. So you're gonna follow us on the IG. You're gonna follow us on wherever you get your podcasts, and you're gonna follow us on YouTube.
Oh, and make sure
let's get to the show.
But we're gonna get to the show. But make sure not only to go to the YouTube, also our Facebook page. We have a Facebook fan page, and thank you for getting us into the thousands. We appreciate it. But keep adding. It's savage. It's savage. No, it's savage.a.f. Did I get it right?
On Facebook, yes.
On Facebook.
On Meta World Face.
Yes,
right. Place.
And then also when you go to the YouTube, remember not just to subscribe and click the bell, but
hey, you know what it is.
Now we can get into the show.
Let's get into it. The cat's behind me. She's creeping. Let's go. All right, Savage AF, man. It's December 7th, a Tuesday. We're going up. 2021 is the year.
Was that a hip hop going up
on a Tuesday? I don't even know if that quite counts as hip hop.
Was that a song? What was
that? That's what they called it.
I guess
that's what the kids call it nowadays, a song. All right, man. Today we are going to end with a SHANGRY.
Yes.
Your SHANGRY today is stab, stab, stab. There's a lot of B's on the end of the stab.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you, but we're gonna talk about it. Before we get into that, Black Pedro Pop-In today is asking, what's the haps on the apps? Okay, let's talk about it. Stick around. We'll explain. Before that, we do have our most pertinent question of the day that we ask. We try to ask every day.
We try every day. If not,
we try. We don't always get to it, but whatever. Motherfuckers say, what is the question?
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about the Crenshaw call out.
What you trying to say, man? Who you talking about? Crenshaw Boulevard? Yay.
All y'all from Africa. We ain't from Africa. We from Crenshaw.
Mafia. You mean Crenshaw or
no. We'll talk about it.
Or Crenshaw.
Yeah. Pirate Shaw. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, man. But before we get into that,
what?
I know sometimes on this show we say fuck them kids, but today we're gonna say them kids fucked. As a Surgeon General, issues a warning over youth mental health. Let's talk.
I'm dealing with that personally.
Yeah.
I got one of these things is not like the other. I'm just
Hey, bro,
telling you,
you
man.
gotta watch
It's
them close, man.
man.
Speaking of watching them close, I'm a huge James Bond fan. So we're gonna start off today's show.
Wait. Dos Pidonia. What do you mean you're?
Dosh Fadonya. So
Yeah.
we're a big James Bond fan over here, man. Just found out that Pluto has a whole 007 channel, so we on that crack tonight.
We gonna be pumping that into the veins.
Oh yeah, baby, straight to the number one, or the first, I should say, James Bond film was Dr. No, but number two, the second one, was called From Russia with Love. But this episode, we're gonna call From Russia No Love, dog.
Yeah.
As Russia seems to be on the verge of invading Ukraine.
But hold up, seems to be on the verge. Absolutely,
They at the border with tanks.
That's not a seems, man.
They at the border with tanks and about 100,000.
They got tanks and 100,000 troops. They about that life. They about to try to take over.
Seems like they about to invade Ukraine.
They know seems like they're gonna do it, which will cause conflict after conflict after conflict. Not only with us, but the entire United Nations will have to step up because Russia's done this before. They fuck over the Ukraine. They've done weird shit, and now they're trying to do more weird shit. But you said seems like. Nigga,
what I do want to highlight is the difference between this administration's handling of Russia so far versus our last. And for those who have followed us for any amount of time, you might be aware that I've often referred to as Donald Trumpty Dumpty as Vladimir Putin's anal tampon.
Yes, pretty much.
And that would be Donald Trump in tampon form, up Putin's butt the whole time. Putin, it was every aspect of the intelligence community in America said that the Russians interfered with the 2020 election. I'm sorry, with the 2016 election.
The 2016 election, yeah.
And Trump literally stood up at a podium with Putin and was like, "Well, he said he didn't do it, so
he didn't do it."
But in this case, Biden is like, "Nigga, we will shut down your banks. We will shut down your oligarchs."
I have never seen. He said, "Let me tell you something, buddy. I will take you behind the bleachers, and I will give you what for, who for, and another for,
and then what's coming."
Yeah, I mean, and Biden came off kind of gangster. Okay, even though he's older.
Well, no action has been taken yet.
I know, but his rhetoric,
firmly. So Putin and Biden had a Zoom, a video conference today, and Biden was basically like, "I will bitch you, yo. I will sun you in front of the world. Like, don't do this." Also, understand that during the Barack Obama administration, as Vice President, Joseph Robinette Biden was fighting hard to sanction Russia more and give lethal aid, which basically means weapons, to Ukraine back in, I believe, 2016. So Biden for a long time has seemingly had a strong stance against Russia.
Well, Putin, they said Putin punked Obama.
Punked.
I don't know if Putin.
No. Putin punked Trump the whole way.
He punked Trump
the whole damn time.
But that's what I'm saying. They try to say that, but every time Putin looked at Trump, there was a glare on his face, a gaze of, "Oh my gosh, when are you gonna,
you my new bitch?" And he's like, "Ooh, my new bitch."
Yeah, but the thing is, Biden, I think, has always has a strong stance, and he's just like, you know what, you don't want none of this smoke. That's basically what Biden did. And did you see the Zoom where he just flipped out for a second and went, "I can't take this shit."
Don't make me come there. But I think that, well, not I think that, but Biden did sort of put out warnings that, okay, if you want to play the game like this, if you want to invade Ukraine, I don't think America is going to put boots on the ground in Eastern Europe like that. But the greater thing is to cut Russia off financially.
Right.
And they are right now an empire, a world power in decline.
They're world power.
In decline, though. In decline.
Well, just like America's in decline with their moral center because America's full of shit and we're about to have a bullshit election and
civil war too.
We're the hints of civil war. Let's call it what it is. Just like, okay, it seems like there's going to be a civil war, and it seems like if I don't get my gun in time, definitely going to post up at Pedro's. Because he can't shoot both of them at the same time. He's going to have to give me one.
I can't shoot all 4 guns.
So, I mean, I'm going to have to help. But the bottom line is...
I should work on that, though.
Yeah, you should work on that. That would be cool. That John Woo shit. That John Woo shit.
Get wick on these motherfuckers. But anyways, man.
But no, that
no love from Russia right now.
But Putin was like surprised, like, what? No.
But we're on a precipice, if you will, of serious, or potentially serious conflict with Russia.
But not
while also dealing with China, but Russia is a military thing right now.
China is not the one that's actually doing shit like this, even though China is trying to fuck us over economically. But it's not the same as the way
China also has Sonic the Hedgehog missiles, apparently.
Yeah.
that are just faster than anything we've ever seen.
Right. But even with China, Biden is like, come on, man, give me a break, bro. What the fuck, bro? Come on. You know he said, come on.
Taste his own blood. Tough spot to be in that we're in right now. But do you think
Putin's going to back down?
I don't know. I don't know if he really wants these sanctions because, like, whoa, okay, that's a graphic there for you. But the reality is, the United States does have the power to kind of cut Russia off financially from the global economic system. Because all of these Russian oligarchs, man, listen, the restaurant I work at Beverly Hills.
Oh, no, I've been there.
We got a group of dudes we just call the Russians.
And when they roll in, it's...
they come in...
heavy.
They come in 7 to 12 nights a week. Like, sometimes they have dinner twice there. Like, they'll have dinner at like 6 and then come back at 11.
So
and have more dinner. Second dinner.
Your dinners are very tasty.
They buy the same shit every fucking time. But they pay in cash.
Yeah.
Like we just call them the Russians.
Big cash.
But if Putin keeps fucking around, he's gonna cut off these ballers, you know. I don't know where they necessarily get their money from, but he's going to cut them off from those finances. Hey, I don't.
And just like Trump,
whether it's trafficking or weed,
Trump got money.
Drugs, I don't know.
You know what it is. Trump got money from Russia when he was trying to make sure that he got the casino. Trump got money from Russia when he was trying to license out some more of his name pertaining to Trump Tower. And on and on and on. So and properties in Manhattan and properties in New Jersey, we know that they were funded by Russia. So that's why he was so afraid of getting his tax shit, turned in, because he know that it's going to be in Russian. His taxes are going to be in Russian.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, it's going to be that what's the squirrel? Remember that squirrel? It was Boris. It's going to be
from
yeah.
What was the cartoon?
Yeah, it's going to be basically he's going to be his accountant. So I think that it'll come to you. It'll come to you. It'll come.
It's like a squirrel.
Natasha and Boris.
Natasha, but what was it was like a squirrel and a moose.
Yeah. It was
somebody in the feed. I know y'all.
Somebody in the feed to do it. But Biden did at least stand up, not like Trump, not like the bitch as Trump.
Bullwinkle.
It wasn't Bullwinkle.
Yeah, Bullwinkle. Yeah. Breezy JJ's is Rocky and Bullwinkle. Maya Baker said Ricky and Bullwinkle, but I know what you mean. It's Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yes.
Okay. Well, see, yeah, look how quick these people are.
Right. We all in the same. We're in the same wheelhouse.
But
as soon as I said Bullwinkle, Breezy JJ shit came up. So
Biden decided. I mean, I got to give. See, there's little wins I give Biden. It's not necessarily big wins, but there is a couple big wins because I think it was a big win with the infrastructure. Even though it's not what we wanted, it's still a big win. It's a big win when he basically gave out some money to people that needed it, and it was a big win when it comes to
kids, man.
But people with COVID, the COVID that rolled it out, even though they said Trump started the process, which in actuality he didn't. They keep taking credit for shit he didn't do. But yes, Nicole, we're all old. But
I'm seasoned.
I'm crotchety. I'm crotchety.
I ain't gonna go with old yet, but I'm seasoned.
Yeah. But no, Biden did not decide to be a tampon, an anal tampon.
Well, and I think this is a beginning of a potential battle, but it is the man himself, Joseph Robinette, and you got to be a hard ass nigga with the last middle name like Robinette.
Yeah,
you put your foot down on Russia, like nigga, the Robinettes is here.
Yeah,
we're not playing. So, this is a drawing of the line in the sand, a beginning of a battle, I believe. China is a whole other issue. They do own a lot of our debt. Who said that?
They own a lot of our debt, and they own a lot of Africa.
Maya Baker said China owns a lot of our debt. So yes. So and then they're highly invested in Africa. So these are our two probably greatest economic world powers, adversarially.
Well, I wouldn't say Russia is as much. I really.
I mean, they own a lot of oil, man.
They own a lot of oil.
That's Putin's game. Oil is still the game on Earth.
Oil is still the game, but I don't know if Russia is necessarily as much of a threat because we have so many things that we can sanction on their ass.
They influenced our last. They got Donald Trump.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, no, they're
playing a cyber game. There's a lot of different games to play.
They're crafty motherfuckers. I'm not saying that.
Watch them.
Yeah, they are crafty, but I don't think economically they're a power. I think that they're a power because they have that stigma from back in the day with Russia, Mother Russia. When I hit you, you break.
A lot of oil, bro. I'm gonna say it again.
A
lot of oil.
They got a lot of oil.
Keep them in the game for a minute, but they are, like I said earlier, a declining power. So
they're a declining power, but they are declining power. But the bottom line is, I don't know if Putin is going to. What do they say? If he's going to blink, but I know he better pay attention. I know he better pay attention.
I don't know where you get these fucking pictures from, man.
Man, it happens.
All right, y'all. Savage AF is the show. Fuck your feelings is our motto. Facts matter. And if you can't handle this shit.
And by the way, it was Pedro's fault.
I didn't. If we lose a follower or two, based on just being us, that's fine because you know what? Fuck them kids. But you know what? In this case, them kids is fucked, man.
Man.
Vivek Murthy, a man of Indian descent, I believe. Who is
with a name like Vivek
Murthy. He is our
Murthy.
Current Surgeon General.
Yes.
Clearly a man of color. Has just recently, I think as of today, released an advisory and a warning over a mental health crisis for America's youth.
Right. The kids is fucked up, is what you're trying to say.
This is the LA Times column headline. Surgeon General warns of emerging youth mental health crisis in rare public advisory. Before we even get into the details of it, I think that between the school shootings that have occurred since 1999 at Columbine High School up until Oxford, Michigan.
Well, no.
Last week.
Okay, I wanted to talk about
I just think we see obviously our youth are
no.
Well, not well. American youth.
Okay, American
Not
youth. Thank
ours.
you. Yes.
Not ours.
No, one of mine. But
But you know, there's gun. I mean, when we look at Chicago in the hood, no. But hold on. When we look at Chicago in the hood, gun violence in general in America among youth is prolific and always has been. And I grew up in the time when niggas got shot.
Okay.
R.I.P. to Joey Taylor, man. This is one of my homies from
Stephen Bowman.
He was the newest nigga in my 4th grade class. He got seated across from me, and we were homies.
But maybe they was trying to shoot you.
No.
Let me
get this story. Let me get this story up. We were homies from 4th grade until senior year in high school when he was shot. He got kicked out of my high school because he didn't maintain his GPA. Ended up at his neighborhood high school, Mumford. Ended up with neighborhood niggas, untrained niggas with guns, motherfucking 17-year-olds with guns.
Right.
His friend pulled a gun on him jokingly, literally jokingly, like they were playing around, but with guns. Half cocked the hammer back, let it go, and it released a round into my homie's chest. Me and this dude were born on the exact same day, May 26, 1977, in the exact same hospital. And we met 10 years later in 4th grade.
Well, can I just say something?
But gun violence, gun violence in general, sure. All I'm saying is it affects every aspect.
It's not just the gun violence, okay? Because, if we're going to talk about mental health, it's also how people treat their kids, how they pamper their kids, how they shield their kids without letting them actually deal with life. But in that instance with your homie, it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate, but it wasn't the same. But
no. But
it's not the same as the kid that went into the school.
No. There's also what I was trying to get at. What I was trying to finish is that there is a there's a mentality in the hood that you need a gun to walk around and survive against your own people, right? And to me, that is a mental health crisis as well, right? So it's not just like white kids in Michigan hearing some voice in their head that says kill 4 people, as Martin would say, Lawrence, right? No, it's also our kids, our black children in the hood who feel they need to arm up. Southside Chicago, Detroit, anywhere else, motherfucking
the Bronx,
South, St. Louis, anywhere else, right?
No.
So all I'm saying is that our kids, your kids, I don't have any, y'all kids are under this mental stress to the point that the Surgeon General of America, Vivek Murthy, is saying, hey, this is a thing that we need to watch out for. And I think we as a black community are slightly doing better in terms of understanding that, okay, we need to send ourselves and our kids and our parents to counseling, to therapy, so we can talk about this trauma that we go through daily in this country. Man, like every day in this country, I see some story that flips me I want to flip the fuck out.
I know, but kid, I trust and believe. It's also right now, it coming out on the tail of the pandemic, the way kids were locked down, the kids could not interact, kids could not go out and live their kid life, and also having so many other outside outside things that pressure them. You got to think with the black community, there's also other mental terrorism we deal with that makes us have a crab in the barrel mentality and turn on people that are close to you. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of these kids that are going through this shit, okay, a lot of it is the parents. Like for instance, why would you have both dogs with a belt and run past the baby? Why would you do that?
I'm sure they didn't send the dogs after the kid,
why would you?
It lacks forethought. Pamela Knox says most of us are fucked up right now, and I cannot argue with that. But I think a lot of us are reaching out for
counseling,
mental health solutions, and it's something we should be passing down generationally. But understand that, you know, when the Surgeon General of America, Vivek Murthy, is saying this is a health crisis for, you know, America's youth,
Right.
It goes beyond just like black, white, whatever. It's just like
No,
young
I wasn't gonna
kids.
say that.
No, I'm not. I wasn't saying you were. I'm just saying like we've already talked about how like a platform like Meta World, Facebook Place is fucking our kids up, like literally
Their esteem.
increasing, you know, body image issues in young girls, increasing suicide among youth.
Anxiety.
It's a terrible place for these kids to be, and they have this false sense of reality through social media that is really fucking their heads up.
But no,
And I think us as parents of this generation and future
no,
are
I think
also
better.
caught up. Hold up, are also no, but we're also caught up in it. Like I see people that I went to high school with still putting their asses on sinks or trying to perpetuate an ideal life
Wait a minute,
on this
what?
social media. Absolutely, bro.
Okay, no.
You know, when they put their ass on the sink,
I know.
that's not ass.
That's just some other shit. That's some other shit. But what I'm
It's
saying
just
to you
fortified
is,
by that
what I'm
Formica.
saying to you is, and I saw this. It was a video I saw where it said a lot of younger people are actually reaching out more for counseling, reaching out for help, living a life where they're actually, you know, expressing themselves sexually, mentally, you know, creatively. They are reaching out more. But I'm not saying that there's not problems in the hood. I just say if you look at the gun law, the shootings, there is absolutely a clear case. Now I'm going to say race, a clear case where there is a portion of white people who teach their white kids delusion. They teach their white kids racism. They teach their white kids all this stuff. So if you got 46% of the country that actually thinks Trump is still president, and then another 26% that think it was cool for them to go up to the Capitol and stab cops in the fucking face, you got those kids are looking at their parents and say, well, daddy did it. Daddy stabbed the cop with the Trump flag, so I can do it. So, I mean, I think that there is a problem with that side of it. And black kids have you want to go out and shoot a bunch of black people. If you're a kid, it goes back to esteem. It goes back to the people that are around you. Well, I know I had a bunch of brothers around me that was like, because I was fucking buck wild, that reined me in.
Okay, but we talked about this already on this show regarding this issue. Is that okay? We recognize that gun violence in the black community is usually centered around personal vendettas and not like kill every linebacker on the football team or every chick that ever turned me down for a date, right? Like, yes, these young white men are going in, or just white men in general, are going and shooting up places for these very random and psychotic reasons. But I personally am not able to separate that from the gun violence in our black community and just understand that, okay, while most black kids don't go and shoot up the whole school,
they shoot up a portion,
or they'll shoot up a porch full of family members.
Agreed.
Or the drive-by thing, right? Like whatever. And I'm not.
That's corny.
Like, I'm not in that space of like, well, black on black crime. I'm just like, but what I'm talking about is an American thing. Is this the solution to everything? Is guns?
Yes.
And
that's
and listen. I'm an American, so last year during 2020. The only solution I saw to the predominantly white violence against the American Constitution was gun. Like, I was like, okay, I should arm myself.
Right.
Okay. Because there's a certain part of the population that wants to do this. But ultimately, as an intelligent person, I realized that we should never be going to these places.
We shouldn't be going this direction.
But we are there.
But Pedro, you don't want to be standing there with your dick in your hand while somebody else got a gun. I get it. And that's part of the reason I think you bought the guns. It wasn't just, okay, I'm gun crazy. Woo, I'm Pedro and I'm gun crazy. It was like
nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. It was like, I'm not going to be in a situation where these motherfuckers is armed to the teeth and I ain't got nothing but
Nazi fascists and I got prayers, and
prayers and harsh
hopes
words.
and prayers.
Right, yeah. I ain't got nothing but harsh words. He
My
ain't
cuss poetry like, you fuck nugget, monkey, gorilla, silverback.
And then,
my words
Black Pedro's down. Exactly.
Sticks and stones, nigga.
What I'm saying is, the reason I say that there is a problem because a lot of adults that are teaching their kids the same mentality. When you think about mental health, a lot of these, and Pamela Knox said a lot of the younger generation is reaching out more and more vocal about not feeling good and not,
No, mental health among people in general, I think, is up, but especially among people of color. And I think it's important for us as Black people, and specifically Black people in this country, to understand that there are so many microaggressions and just detriments to our mental health in this daily society that we need, if not daily, but weekly mental health check-ins.
Okay, now
with a professional.
Pamela Knox says white violence and Black violence are very different, but young males in general need outlets for their energy because testosterone causes anger and they don't understand what to do with it yet.
I absolutely agree with that.
Masturbation does help, though.
You know what? To be honest, I'm going to say that, it
helps even a little bit.
Even a greater physical exertion for me, it was martial arts. When I started at 5 taking karate, and then after that kung fu, Southern Shaolin, and then football. And like in high school, when I was my most angry, dog, I would just like, I had teammates sometimes that were like, dog, you fucking me up right now. Like, are you okay? Like, I would just like clang heads with niggas, like just like
okay,
bang,
well,
just bang. You know what I'm
saying? I just want to
like,
say here on Savage AF, we want to let you know that Pedro's going to be okay. He's going to be all right. Okay,
I'm already good.
He's going to be okay. But no, I agree with you. I mean, come on, my album, and my fucking special's named SHANGRY. I get it, but the segment on here, I get it. But I think that with kids and dealing with my children and dealing with other children, because I was always the one to come up to the fucking school and at the preschool and the daycare and other stuff. They're like, hey, you're the funny dad. You stay and watch all 12 of these little motherfuckers. So, and some of them I wanted to punt. I wanted to punt some of the children.
You could. I mean, there's some kids that should be catching
I wanted to tie a belt to 2 dogs and
take that baby out.
Take that baby out. But the bottom line is, with mental health issues, I think with kids, a lot of it is from their homes. It's not necessarily in the streets. It's not necessarily retaliation, completely retaliation. I think a lot of brothers and sisters feel like, yo, you fucked up my block, I got to fuck up your block. Not realizing neither block is theirs. But I think when you have a dysfunctional family at home, if the mom is getting beat by the dad and all kind of shit like that, that weighs on them, and then they go out into the world and go, well, this is what the fuck I got to do.
Yeah. Maya Baker says boxing, wrestling, football are all physical outlets. Male mentors, coaches, etc. are sorely needed. Now, I will say that, given my experiences, like I was never diagnosed with a concussion, but definitely clanged heads a few times.
I can speak on his behalf. He definitely had a concussion
in high school and college, and I saw green dots.
Okay,
where you're like,
definitely have. Pedro will be talking, and all of a sudden go,
"What, nigga?" And that's the wall. I was just talking
and the wall didn't do shit to him. So,
but
wait a minute.
but so Maya Baker, I will say that as a former football player, that I wasn't like I would have reservations if I had a son about putting them in football. Boxing is like the #1 concussion sport. boxing, football, and
I think
soccer.
boxing. No, football's definitely second for sure, right?
It doesn't matter the order. The reality is the top 3 sports. If you want to get your child some ALS, is boxing, football, soccer. That soccer ball, when they head the ball, it's coming at their head very fast, like 60 miles an hour. And that puts a lot of pressure on your brain.
You know what though? Dodgeball was a good one.
It was fun.
It was.
But you could absorb it in a lot of different areas, but you end up absorbing a lot.
Well, we used to play dodgeball
in your brain with these physical sports.
We used to play dodgeball with a medicine ball, so it didn't take many times to get hit with that. You know, yeah. I mean,
and for anybody questioning, I did play up to the collegiate level. I have an Ivy League championship ring in my possession. So when I say I claimed heads, I mean like up to 20 years old. At a sort of man level.
Okay, but no, let's
not in a professional setting. But motherfuckers brought heat on my teams.
But what I'm saying is, circling.
That shit was real.
We're gonna circle back to this. I think that the kids that are dealing with it, if we can get the parents, because I tried my damnedest to make sure that my son got in for therapy, counseling, and when you have 2 parents that think a different way pertaining to counseling and don't see it as something that helps, then the kid gets torn. Well, mom don't believe in that, but dad believes in that. And so he doesn't want to make mom feel bad, but he's still feeling bad and it never gets fixed. So, and I know personally I've dealt with stuff like that, and I know people who have dealt with it. I just hope that now that the surgeon, he's come out with this information, and hopefully they'll pay attention. And when the kid is flipping the fuck out, or like the kid that did that, when you have 4 different situations where they have to talk to the kid about, hey, you're being a little bit aggressive, you're being a little bit violent, you're being a little bit. And
talking about the shooter in Michigan, right? The shooter in Michigan.
The shooter in Michigan. But the parents condone that shit and sent him little texts saying, hey, I'm not mad. Hey,
just learn how to not get caught.
Yeah, then it makes
plot to kill
it makes him bad. But a lot of little kids are having a hard time, and they already are emotionally unstable. So before that,
for the parents out there, as much as you can, stay tapped in to your kids. Try your best to know what's going on in their life, and just understand that this is it. Our kids are in a mental health crisis, whether they're black, white, brown, Puerto Rican, or Asian. It don't matter, man. Like, it really doesn't. Like,
you can't wait a minute. You can't say that in a row without going.
But our kids are facing, and when I say our kids, it takes a village because I have none. But they are under an enormous amount of, I think, emotional strain.
And the pandemic.
We don't understand.
No, the pandemic. I'm gonna tell you.
We got a different raising and education in this thing, and the pandemic, like you said, changes a lot in terms of social interaction and their ability to develop.
And so you got to think what it's been 1.5 years, 2 years of the pandemic. I can tell you a situation with my son where everything, which me and his mom apparently don't agree on this, but he saw the world as fire. Things were on fire. People were fighting each other. People are attacking each other, because if you looked at the imagery from January 6th, what else would you think? And you're a little person and you're thinking, are they going to come get me? Are they going to get you, mom? Are they going to get you, dad?
You're like, white people can climb walls? What?
Yeah. And they're stabbing people. And it was like fucking Braveheart out there. So if you're a little kid and you're taking that in, and even if you saw a little bit of clips of it, what way would you think the world is? I know my son said some fucking, even with the pandemic, because he was just, slowly deteriorating, and he still has issues. When he said, what you want for your birthday? To go outside, bro. To hang out with my friends. That's it. And they can't. So it's frustrating.
Nicole H said, why Pedro keeps saying he has no kids? And then
you keep saying it.
But she put the Pinocchio joint afterwards. And I'm like, babe, I don't have no. Like, I've beaten all the cases and the kids.
That's one of my children right there.
Yeah, there you go.
And he's saying,
but you cannot prove that I have a child.
See,
I haven't released the one that.
By the way, I have 2 sons. This one is pretty sane. Pretty sane, not completely sane.
No, I am your son. So
Yeah,
the boy pretty, but I don't know if he's sane.
I don't know if he's sane. Exactly. So, no, I just really do think, that, no, and Pedro does not have kids that he knows of. No, of course he, and trust me, my kids, if I could go back through time,
seemed like a good idea.
Hey, why is that picture of your son fading? I absolutely would not. Are you?
Because the DeLorean's got a full tank.
I am not. But no, I really do think that a lot of these kids, we'll move on to the next thing, but a lot of these kids, it's a culmination of so much shit that we didn't have to deal with, because if you add social media into the mix, because I know I didn't have to deal with that as much, you didn't have to deal with that as much. The inundation to think that you're not, I don't now, I don't give a fuck, but the inundation of you're not good enough and this is what's good and you're not good and this person's body's perfect and your body's not perfect and this person's really pretty and you're not pretty, and they have all that shit plus the regular shit of being a kid, plus their parents being fucked up, maybe not together and separated, and mommy hates daddy, daddy hates mommy, you got to deal with that. So a combination of all that, of course this motherfucker had to come out and say, you know, your shit was bad.
A lot of hate in family.
Yeah.
No, a lot of families hate each other. I mean, mommy and daddy don't like each other.
No, I mean, anybody in the feed, I don't know if you came from a broken home. I know my moms and pops weren't together. And I'm going to tell you right now, I mean, but my moms and pops didn't really hate each other. It was more like, I ain't fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you either. So, and
it's just not love. It's not hate, but it's not love.
Right.
All right, man. We're gonna keep it moving, man.
Wait a minute. Pedro, you sure you didn't have keys stashed away?
Renee Key says she's questioning whether I have kids stashed away or not.
I do.
They would have popped up by now.
Yeah, I don't have any stashed away, but
I've used Plan B once in my lifetime, and other than that, it's on your back or on your face or right on your butt. But we ain't coming inside you, girl. Not without.
Hey,
I've been responsible in that manner. I will come on your face. I will come on your face, ladies, before I come in you. And that's,
you know what? This is the clip that somebody's gonna see. This is the only. And look at me. I'm not watching that Savage AF. Why? Because
that's not responsible. Like, bro, we're not ready to have kids. I'm not
saying it's not responsible. I'm just saying
we're not ready to have kids.
You wonder why the kids have mental issues.
Ain't no kids though. The way I do it, ain't no kids. That's what I'm saying, Doug. I'm doing it the right way.
Look, Nicole Sandler. Woo! You got 4 little faces. Like, yeah, baby. You know what? You ain't gonna worry about having kids with me. You know why? Come on your back. Like,
those just look like, honestly, those just look like 4 faces for me to come on. But it would be respect. It's like, I'm about to come.
You know what?
Let me come on your face, and then you say okay, and then squirt. But if you say no, not on my face, then right on your belly or right on your butt, or titties on your titties, on your feet,
coffee table.
I'll come in your shoes, girl.
Coffee
I don't give a fuck.
or couch. That's what I'm saying.
No. These sheets can be cleaned.
Okay, and I think
I'm sorry, that might have been a much.
That was a lot much. Some trolls. I wish that your father would have came on your mother's back, so you wouldn't exist. Trolls. I'm just gonna put that out there. Savage AF, we about to let you know what the deal is. Make sure you subscribe to all the different podcast versions of the show: iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
SoundCloud for you. All right, man. We're going to move on. As we do, we tend to ask critical questions on this show.
Yeah.
The most critical question that we ask is this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Motherfucker say what? Oh man, look at One Eye Willie out here. This nigga, Sloth loves Chunk. He looks like an extra from Goonies.
Yeah, he does.
But this is a Texas representative, a state representative, who has recently, Dan Crenshaw is his name. That's why I call it the Crenshaw call out. Dan Crenshaw, though, as thoroughly as a one-eyed right-wing asshole could, I think has called out the GOP, his own party.
Well, he's dead. He's dead in the water.
Well, yeah, no.
No, come on. Every single person that called him out, Crenshaw's about to get it, and he ain't gonna even see it coming from the left.
So this is from CNN.com, but this is direct quote. There's two types of members of Congress. There's performance artists and legislators. The performance art, and he's from Texas, so I'm trying to put a little twang on it.
All right, put
the performance artists are the ones that get all the attention.
Woo-ha!
The ones you think are more conservative because they know how to say slogans real well. They know how to recite the lines that they know our voters want to hear. He then goes on to cite data suggesting that Illinois Republican Adam Kinzinger, who we've noted and we can see now, Kinzinger and Cheney are like the number one voices against Trumpism right now. But during 2 years of the Trump administration, Adam Kinzinger voted for Trump 99% of the time. And you have to understand that the most fervent voices for Trump right now, like a Paul Gosar or an Andy Biggs of Arizona.
Yep.
They only voted for Trump 72 to 77% of the time.
So
Matt Gaetz, Louis Gohmert, who is the fucking hick-minded cracker monkey,
crazy as cat shit.
They were only about 80% of the time for Trump, as well as Alabama Representative Mo Brooks, about 83%. Jim Jordan was only about 85%, which is obviously a majority, but within their party,
okay,
the real fanatics were 99% of the
okay,
time. So you have
he's a fanatic. He's a fanatic.
But what we have is Crenshaw, Dan Crenshaw, calling out this flip where your Kinzinger, right? Your Adam Kinzinger was 99% of the time with Trump, has now flipped. And the dudes who were only like 70 to 80% for Trump, like your Gosar or who else do we have? Andy Biggs and guys like that, Matt Gaetz, they're now more for him where they were in the like 70s or 80s, right? So
okay.
there is this thing that's occurring.
Pedro.
And Dan Crenshaw.
Dan Crenshaw. The bottom line is it's hard to believe in One-Eye Willie. It's hard to believe
Sloth Love Chunk. He looks like a cast member from Goonies.
Yeah, we are free. He definitely is somebody that you go, oh, if he flips on him and he was rocking with him 99%, but I still don't trust the motherfucker. He's too flip-floppy and you know, say performance art. You're a performance artist, you cunt. And I've seen him say shit where he sides with Trump that make no sense. None of it was true. So you know what? So just because of that 1%, he actually has some sanity. This fits into that 1%. He's still a bitch, and he can't see no right hooks coming. Not one right hook coming.
All right. So here's the thing. I want y'all to look up Dan Crenshaw. No, I want y'all to look up Dan Crenshaw and just understand that right in this moment, he's trying to call out his own party. Look him up, see what he's talking about. But there's a lot of flopping going on right now among this party.
Pamela Knox just said it. Read what Pamela Knox said.
Pamela Knox says Howard Stern loved Trump, and now he's talking about running against him in 2024. You know, I think people of Howard Stern's ilk were about a tax cut, maybe at a certain point, just about saving money, and maybe didn't realize, Howard Stern, he's Jewish. So at a certain point, bro, you gotta see the Nazi party in America rising. And that's what MAGA is. It's the Nazi party in America.
Well, you know what?
By the way, the Nazi party in Germany, the Nazi party in Germany learned how to be Nazi from, the white supremacist America, the Ku Klux Klan. Like, you got to understand, the Ku Klux Klan, Nazi party, same shit. Same shit. So...
Well, no, I want to know I want to ask Pamela.
Howard Stern should be.
How the fuck is Howard Stern was in love with Trump when a lot of the people that support Trump would drag Howard Stern's ass through the mud? And these are the same
tax
people.
breaks, my dude.
I know it's tax breaks.
Money. That's what I'm putting it on.
I know it's the money.
I don't know it's that, but.
Jews will not replace us. Did he miss that whole fucking thing with Jews will not replace us? But the bottom line is, I know a lot of these people flip on him, but a lot of them flip back. What's the little closeted gay dude? Kelsey, what's his name?
Mike Pence?
Not Mike Pence. Okay, wow, that's one. Mike Pence is one. Mike Pence is one. No, what's his? Is Graham? Lindsey Graham.
Oh, Lindsey.
Lindsey Graham.
Flimsy
Graham. Swishy boy Graham. Let's be real. He flipped on him.
Swisher Sweets.
Yes, Swisher Sweets.
From my blunt smokers out there.
Yeah, definitely. He said, I gotta admit, I'm out. I don't give anymore. I can't do it. It's a bridge too far.
They all did that for a minute.
But for a minute, that's why I don't trust this motherfucker. And plus, I can't see if he's blinking at me with the other eye. So I don't really trust him. So I'm like,
what do you? He's like trying to be Winter Soldier of legislation. I'm like, no, bro, not falling for this.
Yeah, so I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. This is bullshit. I don't believe in him. I don't believe anything he said. 99%.
Oh no. Hold on. So I do want to challenge that. Is that Dan Crenshaw is right?
He's right, but
no. He's calling. He's called. Well, we have to. He's calling out the right. He's calling out the right, and we should highlight that. Listen, I'm not saying that he's done it in some timely fashion that means something. Okay, but yeah, at least call it out. Like, we need these voices. I'm not touting him as some hero that's saving America, right? Like, you probably should have said this about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But the reality is, he's right. That there is this hypocrisy in the, and I don't believe he used that word, but there's this hypocrisy that's going on in his party that needs to be called out. And in this statement, in this attempt, he is attempting to call this out. And
he's attempting to call it out. Well, you know what? One, he's gonna get fucked over, like.
But that's also important, man.
Okay, but he's still spotting for fucking Gorilla Throat. Okay, he still spots for her. He's still. I'm saying
Sigourney Weaver, Gorillas in the Mist.
I'm just saying, yeah. He's still spotting for them. So fuck him forever. Savage AF. That's what it is, and that's what it is gonna be. Come on, man.
I actually don't want to fuck him.
No, you know what I mean. He can kiss a hobo's ass. The motherfucker agreed with Trump.
He thought it was something else. He thought it was a pineapple.
99%. He didn't even see the other left cheek that was being squished against his face.
It's hard with one eye. It's hard to see.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I think that he should sit on the lap of the fucking
Dan Crenshaw. You talking
about? Dan Crenshaw should sit on. He should sit on the dude from Texas in the wheelchair's lap, and they both.
Jim Abbott.
Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott and
the governor of Texas, you're saying,
and roll him down the hill.
Yep.
Right. Roll him down the hill, and then they're a dumpster fire. Fuck them.
But if there's two people on this earth that I hate, they have no use of their legs, and it's Greg Abbott and what's his name, Cawthorn.
Yeah.
He's a representative from No Leg State.
Wow.
I fucking hate this guy. Like,
Yeah, no,
these
he's an asshole.
assholes
He's an
deserve to
asshole.
be.
And let's and the people in the
paraplegic.
you gotta admit, the bottom line is the situation is these people that come out against Trump, they come out against Trump after it's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's too late, motherfucker. It's too late. Trump
But also,
is
that's bad bathwater, so you got to throw it out.
Yeah, but you're supposed to take the baby
Even
out
if
of the
the baby's
bathwater
before it drown. Yeah, I get
and
it.
then you throw the bathwater out.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Whereas in this motherfucker and his ilk, yeah, I use the word ilk, bitches. Understand it, feel it.
Okay.
Okay, the bottom line is they all do the same shit. 1 minute they're against him. Oh, that's a bridge too far. You can't grab people's pussy. You can't do this. You can't say, look at my African American. Look at my African American. Do all that shit. And then the next day, you sucking his dick. You sucking his Cheeto dick. Fuck that. Fuck that. And so I get it. I get what you're saying. And we should stand, give him about an increment of props.
An inkling of props. Yeah.
It's just like one little kick, and then that's it. Fuck it.
That's it. All right, y'all, man. Speaking of fuck it.
Speaking
of fuck it. Our next segment is usually about fuck it, man. And when we say fuck it, we say it like this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, ha! It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. One question, man. What's the haps on the apps, y'all? I guess I wasn't quite realizing this, but they're like, order food online, get it delivered to your house, and help out local businesses or whatever.
Right.
The reality is, if you want to help out your local businesses, you have to say fuck the apps, dog. The Uber Eats, the
no.
Listen. The Uber Eats, whoever else delivered. What's the other one? Grubhub. That
Grubhub,
shit, right?
Uber Eats, yeah, it is. No,
those ones, right? Like, what they do is when you get the delivery fee and all the other fee, they take the fees, and the local restaurant does not get the money.
DoorDash.
They don't DoorDash. They don't get the bag. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhubs, they're the ones who take the money for the delivery, and a lot of times the local restaurant that you're ordering from, if it's not non-franchise, they're not getting the money from that order that they should or that would help them maintain and survive.
Pedro, can I say something?
So please do.
Yeah, can I? Yeah. Then how the fuck is the food gonna get that in? I need the food to get there. I mean, the motherfucker ain't
here's a crazy concept.
Go ahead, say it. I dare you. I double dare you. I double dog dare you. Go ahead.
Just order from the restaurant.
What?
Just call them directly.
But they ain't gonna bring the motherfucker.
Some will,
but some won't.
But if they're close enough, go pick up. It's cheaper.
Get out your fucking house and go get it.
Get out your motherfucking house and go pick up the fucking food.
DoorDash is
you'll save a lot of money on the delivery fees.
I agree.
It's around the corner from your fucking house.
I get it, but I mean, what if I'm a lazy piece of what if I'm a lazy piece of shit and I don't feel like getting about the fucking house? I pay that extra fee, goddammit. You fucking with the DoorDash, nigga. You
know what we say on here, man. We don't say it often, but other than fuck your feelings, man, it's kill yourself, dog. Like if you really can't get out to bed to get your tacos or your quesadilla or your motherfucking Greek salad.
Yeah, but no, that's bullshit. I want a nigga to bring it. I want a nigga to bring it to me after he put his thumb in it.
But all I'm saying is, man, just die soon. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
But the reality is, though, your mom and pop shops will do better,
right?
If you just order pick up or delivery from them directly. Because at this point, these apps, these delivery apps are raping these mom and pops. Okay, so let's say you're ordering from a national chain that's big, and you shouldn't be doing it like McDonald's or Burger King, whatever. But let's say you're doing that. Fine. Use Uber Eats. Those are not mom and pop shops. But your local Thai restaurant or
the ones that are they're struggling,
shop,
right?
Or, but like literally mom and pop, like bruh, skip. I'm just suggesting this to you all. Yeah. It's the love I'm sending out this week. This episode is just skip that part and order from the restaurant directly. Either go pick it up, or a lot of them do have delivery services on their own.
But yes,
you can skip the fee and help the restaurant more directly. You can actually, like, the driver and the restaurant will get your tip money more directly, and it will help them out.
Pamela Knox says
greater impact.
Pamela Knox.
Grubhub is the worst.
You know what? One time
I don't know what they did to you, baby.
But then let me tell you something. One time I ordered spaghetti and meatballs, and guess what? I just got spaghetti.
All you got was balls and meat.
No, they took the balls out. It's a bullshit. How the fuck you gonna take the balls out? And I was like, hey, nigga, where is the meatballs? He said, I don't know. This is what they gave me. I said, this is bullshit. So what I did was, I don't know what I'm doing. What I did was, you know what I did? I pushed that nigga down the stairs.
That's the correction.
I put him down the stairs. Then I went there and got me my meatballs. I don't play that shit.
Steps are going to be the new Texas abortion clinic.
Yes.
This is going to be stairs.
Stairs.
They'll kick you down.
So, ma'am, she's like, "Where's the clinic?" There ain't no clinic. Wee. And or Ferris wheel. That's what
Ralph Bankhead says his company only charges restaurants $2 flat fee. Fantastic. Shout your company out, man. You know that might be okay,
right?
Maybe not, but understand that these greater apps, your Grubhubs,
the big ones. You mean the big boys?
The big boys.
The big boys.
They're robbing the mom and pops.
They're robbing the mom and pops.
They don't get the money from
and the big places like McDonald's, which has $1 gazillion, and the other ones, the Wendy's, and on and on. Gajillions. They're not going to
bigger billions.
It's not as much of a hit on them, but it is a hit on Joey's subs and things.
Yeah, exactly.
If Joey's like, God damn it, man, we can't even serve subs and things. We're just gonna have to just make fries, and then you just get fries, no sub. You get the indentation in the package where the sandwich would be. That's how bad it is. Okay, we got people really. Oh no, you hungry motherfuckers is comment on this. I don't know that the restaurants wasn't getting the money, but I did hear the delivery drivers wasn't getting the tips.
They're not getting the tips.
But the Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats was keeping the tips.
Yeah, exactly. So all I'm saying is these big corporate entities are fucking over the mom and pop in every way.
To a point.
And the delivery driver for that and all that, like it's all getting fucked. So when you can
get out your house,
when you're ordering locally,
so just go get it.
Maybe just look into ordering directly from the mom and pop shop itself,
or get in your motherfucking car and drive your ass
down there and go down to the wait a few minutes and bring it back yourself.
When I'm gonna tell you something, you go through the Thai shop. Once you go through the Thai shop, might be a bad little Thai bitch behind the counter, and then not only you get your Thai food, you might get some ass. You
might get a family.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, y'all got to listen to me.
And an immigration case, but it's all good.
I'm a very smart person.
Yeah, man. Let's do this, y'all. So that's my pop-in for today. It's just like check your apps. If you're not ordering from a huge national chain on your food delivery app, late at night, I would suggest not doing it anyways.
Yeah.
Have some olives. They're an appetite suppressant. Just eat a few olives and wait till the morning. But if you can't make it through and you have to order, just make sure that you are
Olives are a
not
food
fucking
suppressant?
over your local. Yeah, the olives are a food.
I
suppressant.
heard
They're
sucking,
appetite suppressant.
Yeah, I heard sucking on wood chips.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I'm not
suppress your
sucking on wood, so that's okay.
I'm just saying, well, not wood. See, you made it sound nasty.
No.
I meant wood
just said what you said.
chips. Yeah, you
Okay.
said, yeah, we know what you meant.
I'm not sucking on chips wood, and I don't know who that good guy is, and fuck him.
Okay. But before I jump into this, one of our students told me he was making $1,000 per week doing DoorDash. Yeah, because during the pandemic, motherfuckers did not want to get out their house. But I still, man, every time I feel like
he might have, but the restaurant. What did the restaurants that he was delivering for?
Didn't make shit.
What did they do? Like what Mama Dang's, Vietnamese, the pho spot, the little Thai. I'm talking about the mom and pops. Like, let's keep that in mind. The small restaurants that we like before the pandemic hit,
right?
That we like to go to, and then you order your shit. But if you're ordering it through the bigger apps, Uber Eats, DoorDash, right? Like Grubhub, they are taking such a chunk that it's no longer viable for your favorite mom and pop to operate through them. So all I'm saying is if you have your favorite sushi, pho, taco spot,
hey man,
whatever.
hold up, you ain't got to talk to them like that. We y'all fans.
All I'm saying is
oh, you said pho. Oh, okay.
Pho. Yeah, now I'm not saying for you. I'm saying, but like if you whatever it is, Thai, Vietnamese, Mexican, whatever. If you're ordering it locally and they're a small mom and pop shop, call them. Just call the number direct. Order it. They might have delivery that will directly benefit them more than you using Grubhub, Uber Eats, or whatever. Right. Like that's what I'm saying. So like hit your local mom and pop shop up directly. Right. And so that the greater corporate entities don't skim them out of their existence.
Yes.
That's my pop in for today.
Okay.
I'm going to lean back for the rest of the show.
Listen.
And pretend that all y'all are sucking my dick. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to jump out of that one when you said that.
Sorry. No, I didn't mean for you to be involved.
No, man. I ain't uncomfortable at all.
Hey.
First you go, I'm going to come on your face, and then, hey, I'm going to lean back like you're sucking my dick.
Yeah, the whole
Pedro's getting some shit off his chest.
Do what you do, Sean.
Now, getting some shit off his chest and getting it on your chest. It's just,
on your chests.
Now, I know y'all wonder what stab means.
Very,
stab, Uncle Stabby.
Very, very encryptic.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Basically, it's what I'm gonna say is, this goes out to all of the people that have been hating on us and say stuff and make videos of our videos. Stab. In fact, why don't you hold this for a second? Oops.
Right in you.
Stab. You are my rant today, my SHANGRY rant today is the motherfuckers that take clips of our show. That's why I said they're gonna take a clip of this and make clips into their own shows. Motherfucker, get your own shit and stop doing that. I know I'm supposed to talk about politics, but no, stab. I think that you need a creative stab. That's what you need. You need to be stabbed in your fucking ass if you feel like your only way to get your outlet or your creativity or whatever the fuck is to take our shit and do shit like that. I can't stand you motherfuckers. And people that are trolls, you're not really talented. You're not really don't have any insight. Your insight is based on hating on somebody else. And even when they actually ask you a question that actually pertains to the subject, you can't fucking answer it. So I feel like since I can't get a gun right now, I feel like I'm gonna have to buy some throwing knives. Because a nigga never sees
Soup.
yeah, but nigga never sees a throwing knife coming.
It's hard to see.
It's hard to see. Like if a person pull out a gun, you go, oh shit, he got a gun. You rarely hear somebody go, oh shit, he got throwing knives.
Right. Knife thrower.
Knife thrower, look out. So all you motherfuckers that feel like it ain't going down, especially with the Civil War, if you see me with a whole bunch of knives like the nigga from Desperado, or then you know what's happening. I don't like y'all motherfuckers. And you know what? They said, what is it? Trigger finger, Twitter fingers, all of that. That's what you are. But I'm gonna be knife fingers when you see me.
Hey, Uncle Stabby's back.
Uncle Stabby is gonna stab
Uncle
somebody.
Stabby is back, y'all brought Uncle Stabby back, man.
Hey, nigga, hold it.
Hold this right there in your chests.
I know you were like, what the fuck? I just was like, yo, man, do you know that there are 5 different things circulating from clips from our shit?
I just since this phenomenon has occurred, I found all those individuals who take clips of our show that we create originally and try and reformat it and refurbish it for their own shit to be how do I say it? Completely unoriginal, ass jackal, ass funk, hoe donkey, bitch nuggets, Yeah. And it's a weird thing for me as a grown ass man, or is trying his best to be grown as ass as I can, to like sit here and focus on another man this much per day. And to show up to a thing that you propose to hate or not like or diss, and just like work every day, like show up every day just to, try and down this. I'm like
it's interesting.
Like, bro, like shows I don't like,
I don't watch.
I just literally just don't watch them. Like I would never just like show up to a live show.
You know what?
Like, I hate this.
Like that show on Netflix.
I pay $15 to get
What was the Netflix with the Karate Kid? Everybody was talking about. What was the name of the show?
Karate Kid?
No, was it Karate Kid? It was something else.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Everybody's like, you should watch Cobra Kai. I was like,
I never watched it.
I don't watch this shit. So you know what? I didn't hate on it, but I didn't watch it. So what I'm saying is, I get it. And we had one of the guests that actually did this again recently. That was in his feelings and felt like, well, I'm going to show you, and taking clips, and apparently he feels
refurbishing them.
Yeah, and feels that Pedro was against the community. He knows who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to tell y'all because I'm not going to mention his name because I'm not going to give him that. But this last part with the stabby, stab, y'all had brought Uncle Stabby back. Uncle Stabby had retired. He had stabbed enough niggas.
We hadn't heard from him.
Right. Yeah, Uncle Stabby had retired.
He hadn't been a stabbing in a while, bro.
I know he had stabbed enough niggas to go, you know what? My stabbing's done. I'm putting my knives up and no more stabbing. But I'm going to let y'all know right now, anybody that wants to talk shit on the show, I will jump off the subject and ream you with the stabbing of stabbingness.
Just personally.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you want that smoke, we're going to try to keep to what we got to do. But it's on now.
You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings is our motto. Facts matter. That's your Shangry today. You could get backflip stabbed in your head on this show if you didn't know. By stick figures. Tomorrow.
Yeah, that way we won't get flagged if it's a stick figure.
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow, Wednesday, December 8th, we will be back at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, we will. And okay, and this weekend, make sure. Oh, actually, Thursday we'll be performing. Did you get the flyer?
I didn't pull it in, man. And I was going to create a new. I'll create a new one for tomorrow, but we'll be in Playa Vista tomorrow. So stay.
No, not tomorrow.
I'm not tomorrow. Thursday. Sorry.
Thursday. Yeah,
right.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yep. So
I'm
we'll
ahead of
be
myself.
at Playa Vista. We'll be at the conference room,
California. That's in California.
in California. We will be there actually Thursday at 7 p.m. There's 98 comics on the show, so you probably catch us somewhere in between.
I'm number 96.
7.
Yeah.
7. Oh yeah, because I'm number 98. So I ain't worried about us getting there exactly on time.
Yeah.
Also Saturday I will be in Inglewood at for the Miracle Theater in Inglewood, Crack 'em Up comedy with James Davis, Fatima Talia, Clayton Thomas, Sean Larkins, Angel Gaines, and Pat. I don't know who he is.
Shout out to Nichelle Murdoch though.
Nichelle Murdoch is going to be doing the show.
I'm going to be doing
that. And then the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, Saturday, I will be there for the late show. So the early show will be in Inglewood. The late show will be in Long Beach. And then Friday, I'll be in Fontana, California at Chicky.
Get it.
Yeah, so go to the website. You can get the information. All the information is on my website, IamShang.com. If you want to come to the show. Thursday, we will have the flyer up for tomorrow for Thursday.
Yeah.
For the Thursday show with the 9,000 comic fiesta.
Extravaganza.
But,
shout out to a comic, man. Because I don't know if we officially said his name the other day.
No.
D Militant.
Yeah.
And before we get out of here, Shane, I think both you and I should speak on this because I never performed with him.
I have many times.
I know you did, and I did a show one time where he was in the audience and was very complimentary to me, and it meant a lot because I watched him a lot. You know what I mean? You guys were foundational comics, you and D Militant. Daryl Middleton were foundational in terms of establishing both BET and Def Comedy Jam.
Right. We used to do tours. It was me, Paul Mooney, the Mooney Twins, Dick Gregory, and D Militant would do the Conscious Comedy Tour. And the last
That's a heavy lineup, dog.
It's a heavy lineup. It was a heavy lineup. And I had to go up after Dick Gregory, which was a trip. Because they were like, well, you're kind of aggressive, so we're going to put you up after Dick Gregory. So, D Militant was on a bunch of shows.
Nicole Sadler said he passed away. Yes, ma'am. A couple days ago, we lost D Militant. And if you were a Comic View fan, I think you would know the brother.
I can put his picture up there.
Great. Fully conscious, educated comedy in the early and mid 90s and early 2000s that was like everything that we needed. It was part of the balance because there was I think black comedy got sort of pigeonholed into a certain style,
right?
That was meant to be like, or that intended to be honestly loud and aggressive and slightly coonish, to be honest.
That's the brother right there.
But that brother and yourself and a few others, Shang, were like really not a part of that.
No, I wore puka shells. Fuck with me.
No. It was y'all were different voices in that, and I think that's what the Conscious Comedy Tour in name and execution was about.
Right.
But yeah, it's
with opening for Paul Mooney, he had it no other way. He was like, listen, nigga, you need to do what the fuck I tell you to do. And so I made sure that I stayed within that realm. Now I don't give a fuck because I'm old. But because when I saw Chris Tucker on Def Jam doing a cockroach joke and destroying, and then Michael Jackson impression, and then I saw Eddie Griffin do a Michael Jackson impression, and it was on and on and on, and I'm seeing these people get signed and black folks losing their fucking mind. That's when I changed my act up a little bit. But the set I did on Def Jam actually was a point of view set all the way through the set. And so I was in this weird kind of space, but D Militant stayed in that space where I didn't. I started doing some pussy jokes and some other shit. whereas the Melatonin was like stayed straight up to the end. So, you know, condolences to his fam. Condolences to all the people that
gone
you know,
too
around
soon,
him.
man. Gone
Yeah,
too
no
soon.
doubt. And you know, I hope that you know, go back and look at his clips. You know, honor him with his clips and everything, and hopefully his fam can get through this shit. Yeah.
So R.I.P. Daryl Middleton, D. Militant.
Yeah.
Classic comedian. And a great joke writer. That's Savage AF for today, guys. This was Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter is a motto.
Yes,
we'll be back here. We'll be back here tomorrow. It's a Wednesday. And 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Get with us, Black Pedro, comedian Shang.
And we will see you then. And I told you from now on, Uncle Stabby's back, bitches.
Right.